DJ Tiger.
Samson.
DJ Tiger.
Samson.
I'm just trying to put myself in your shoes. I'm trying to see what y'all see. Trying to hear what y'all hear. Trying to see why y'all care. I usually wake up at 8:45. Put my pants on one leg at a time. Button my shirt, grab a handkerchief to go with the tie. Sit with a Poindexter without a spine. Looking for a group who benefit the general's grind. Mars Blackman said, gotta be the shoes. You wear about a size 5, so I pity the fool. The bald head B.A. Barack, his neck not full of jewels. His head's full of tools, but that ain't you. Y'all ain't cool. Y'all just snooze. Run on fumes until your last breath. Trying to swing, but you ain't nice with your hands yet. A premature child who ain't ready to stand yet. Honestly, man, yeah. I put myself in your shoes to know what it feels like. Not to be up to par, not to be that tight. I put myself in your shoes to get another perspective. One of no discernment, one that's not so selective. I put myself in your shoes to think of what I would do if I had to maneuver without having a clue. I put myself in your shoes just to see how they fit. Cause most of the time they too small and mine are too big. We now return to your regular schedule.
Yo.
This have been an emergency. You probably wouldn't have known, man. No, I'm not just a fan. I listen like you.
What's up, brother? What's up, man?
Feel, speak, and listen to. No matter how minuscule.
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. You know, doing this podcast again. I see you wearing that Nine Gang hat proudly.
Bang, bang, baby. Bang, bang.
Yeah, man.
It's good to see the family.
Been looking crazy right now, you know. But you know, y'all gonna make it happen. Y'all play y'all play next week.
Man, Talk, I ain't even looked yet, man. You know.
Okay.
Are we on air yet?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh damn. Well, I'm smashed, bro.
Oh, that's all good. Bro, you out there?
I literally just walked out the bar and came up here. I was like, yo, I gotta do this podcast, man. Deuces.
That's
nice. Be right back. Word. Having a good time in Vegas, man. Did not get the link up with Mighty My, man. I was trying to make it happen, but it just
it
didn't work out. Yeah. It's all good though, but yeah.
Yeah, bro, come on. You know it's gonna be next time, you know.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to my sis in the building. We on IG as well. My sis Tam in the building. Salute. Toquan.
Man, shouts to the family. Let me log in on Twitch, man. See what's going on. See what's popping.
Word up. So yeah, man, we got the mighty Reks, man, coming through, chopping up with us, man.
Excited.
He dropped some dope joints this weekend.
Oh, word, I missed out on that.
Yeah, we gonna play them. I send them to you in J1. I sent to you. I meant to text you.
My man, no worries.
Yeah, but yeah, they fire. They are fire.
Man, that's what's up. Matter of fact, yo, while so me and Mighty Mike was going back and forth, you know, like when I was available, he wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yo, we need to get him back on the show now that they about to drop that new EP.
Yes.
Yes, I told him, I was like, yo, we need, you know, I mean, yo, we all about, like, I mean, people don't understand DJs broke records, right? DJs broke records.
On the gate.
So like, word. So I'm like, yo, let's you know, help these artists get this word out that they got this new material out, man. And to me, having Mighty Mind, you know, come back with another LP after a long layoff like this, man, yo, that's historic, man.
Yeah, people definitely gonna be checking for that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, happy MLK Day, real quick, out to the crowd. See y'all over there on YouTube, Twitch, and IG. Word up, man.
Word. Happy MLK Day, man. And you know, and it's funny because me and you were in a group chat, and we ain't gonna say no names, where, you know, we seen some shady promotion for MLK, right?
Oh my God.
You know, I mean, it's just like, man, come on, guys. I mean,
beyond ignorant, bro.
Beyond, that's what I'm saying. You can't just, there's no adjective to describe the level of ignorance that cats trying to capitalize off of anything that they may think will get people in the venue. And that's sad.
I know this. They better chill. You know what? I was thinking about when I saw the flyers, I was like, man, I wonder if the family or state would come after them for doing that shit. And then I heard today that you can't post no videos or audio of Martin Luther King without permission from the estate.
There you go.
So if they see those flyers, man, listen. I mean, just alone, just ignorance of it. You know what I mean? I would have sued them just off of that.
you know, man, here's a funny thing. When you talk about that, man, it's like, yo, it like part of me is like, do you know what he stood for, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you even care? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I mean, like, as a people, we really, this is where, you know, like, people don't know the history.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know the history, man. Yo, salute DJ Opal in the building.
Salute.
Family in the building. I'm on that Twitch.tv now. I'm catching up.
No doubt. Whyvet, what's up,
Whyvet? George Uno.
Whyvet
George Uno, man. That's yeah.
Number one.
Word. Good to see you, Queen. Hope all is well.
So, man, how was your weekend, man? Other than, you know, I know you're on the grind doing your thing.
Man, Tiger, hey, no, ain't been no grind this weekend.
All right.
we were partying this weekend. It was, hey, put your left foot in and you see it all about. That's all we've been doing this weekend, man.
That's what's up.
You know, just sometimes, man, like, so I'm a believer in work hard to play hard. Right? Yeah. So, like, you grind and you know, you're a grinding brother. So, I mean, like, if you grinding hard, you making all this shit happen, then you got to have a weekend. You got to have some moment to just appreciate the fruit of your labor.
Yep.
Or otherwise, to me, you'll be a slave to the labor itself. If you don't let you say, okay, look, man, I did all of this shit this year. And so now here's this moment where I'm going to appreciate, you know, what I've done, and I'm not going to worry about the world. It's just going to be about me right now and having fun and enjoying myself so I can decompress. So when I come back to the grind, I know why I'm doing it.
Yep.
I know why I'm doing it.
Exactly. Got to, man. Got to. You can't take it with you. You know, you gotta make that time, man, especially for yourself to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You know.
Hey, we all we got, Tiger.
Yeah, man.
You know, and I mean, you know, like, I mean, you know what other people don't know, like how 85 million jobs I got going on. Because I got 85 million, you got 90. So, you know, you understand where I'm coming from, man. It's like
I live in color skit.
Word. We're Haymon.
Mad jobs.
Yeah.
But, hey, man. Keeps us going, man. Keeps the focus, you know.
Word.
Word up.
Yo, I like that. I see the visuals, man. See, like I said, man, people need to understand, man. For some people, like, it's an old school saying, and I don't know if everybody's ever heard of this, but some people do this thing for bread and meat. And when I mean this thing, I'm talking about this grind, this love for hip hop, this love for the culture. Some people do this thing for bread and meat. And what I mean by that is if they don't win, they don't eat. And that's how they grind.
Right.
You, my friend, grind like that.
Right.
You know, I mean, I got the text messages at 1 a.m. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know. I'm like, shit, my ass, I drool, pillow stuck to the side of my face. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I just did this new emotes, man. I'm gonna send them to you in the email. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, this fucking still up? I'm like, damn, I gotta get my ass up now.
I got the
grind is real.
Well, sometimes I got the laptop right in the bed with me. You know what I mean? You got it remotely to my studio computer. You know,
mine now is starting to be next to my bed. I'm like, damn it. Word.
Because you think of stuff, you know, and all of a sudden you're like, oh man, let me real quick, even if it's not the finished product, like I want to at least
the idea.
Down, yeah, the blueprint or the skeleton, whatever. Because, bro, we get up, I'll forget
it again.
I'm with you.
I'm starting to use the notes on my phone. Like
yeah.
Just,
oh yeah.
Yo, do this with this, do this with this. You know, so.
Yup.
Definitely feel you on that, man.
Yeah,
but
man.
Yeah, mad love to you because you have, you know, you're not just out here, you live in this.
No doubt, bro.
I said this before, and I keep saying it, man. You know, like, you have to win because, like, if we, like, man, like,
I feel like I'm winning already, though, man. You know, good people.
No, I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying that you have to win, though, because you're living. You are what it should be. You're what it should be. Does that make sense? You know, like I'm gonna let that go,
No,
but I'm like, yo, you're what it should be.
that, man.
Yeah, real talk, man. You're what it should be. So,
I just love doing this, man. Just for the love of it. It's just that's first falls. Like I had made a quick. I might put it on a shirt where it says, forget all the bells and whistles. It should be just about the music. Period.
I agree with that too.
All the Hollywood bullshit and all that. Nah, man. It's supposed to be about the love of the music, and then everything will come after that.
Well, to me, it's like, look at the products that we got out there. Like when you're talking about like beats and bourbon, it's about the music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Your version. Underground Railroad, it's about the music. It's like you actually handpick DJs like Opal 1200, like J-Tech, myself, you, a slew of DJs that dig.
Mm-hmm.
We not rolling into somebody else's set and Shazamming that shit.
Word.
We don't care about what you're playing. Only concern we got, only concern we got is making sure we try not to play the same song twice in the same day.
Yeah. And if I do, it's like I said, it's a pull up. You want to hear that again or something, something like that. But, yeah, man, come on, man.
Mad love, man.
And it's too much out there to even be playing the same song twice.
I keep saying
so much
that.
Good music, man. Like
I'm gonna keep holding that torch.
Yeah.
So,
that's what it is. But yeah, man. I've been pumping out a lot of these beats, man. Like every day, if I'm doing a mix, then I'm like, I gotta do a beat. You know what I mean? Because me and Sanson we want to put out material as much as I'll be putting out remixes. So, I've been trying to plug my game in. So, I want to.
Yeah, I like it.
We had a period in between when we moved, and I came front. I was going through some depression stuff, and just with a lot of things going on, man, just personally, but
Word.
And but that's what me and him is dope, man, because we can just kick it about life, then we get to the music, and you salute to that brother, man, because he's a good dude, man, and you heard what he does, in that studio, so we gonna put some more stuff out this year.
Hey, well, you already know. Hit me up, brother.
You already know, man.
Hey, but real talk, Tiger.
Distribution, I'm gonna be sending them out.
I'm still waiting on my drop, sir.
What happened was
I'm on
a word, yo. I'm gonna.
That's
I swear, if I remember when I get off, that's what I say. If I remember, I'm just gonna record all the drops. I'm gonna do it.
It's all love. Hey.
Top them up because I gotta send to you. I gotta send to Kev Brown. I gotta send a few people. So
I owe you a drop. I'm like, I owe you a drop. Yeah, so I'm just picking, but yeah.
No doubt.
I'm with you, Opal. Opal said, and I'm like that in life. I could care what anyone thinks. Word.
Yeah.
To me, you have to.
Mm-hmm.
You have to. The question becomes, are you doing it for them or are you doing it for yourself?
Right.
What are you doing it for? You know what I'm saying? Because like to me, like if you're doing it for yourself, then you're going to be all in. If you're doing it for them, you waste too much energy worrying about what they think about your project.
Yep. And the same could be said about, like you said, a musician brought that up. He was talking about, if I'm trying to chase the radio, what I think people want, this shit ain't gonna come out right. I'm gonna fail. I gotta do what I feel in here. And then if you attach to it, then that's love. But I'm not here for everyone to like what I do. I'm here to put out, if people do like it, then they're coming for me. They're not gonna come listen to me because they're like, oh man, he sounds just like this person. He sounds like DJ Tiger. He sounds like Reboot. Too many. We said it so many times. It's too many copycats and clones in all types of industry, not just music, just with everything. And getting over on the true artists that put blood, sweat, and tears into this.
No doubt, man. No doubt. And I think that the cream rises to the top.
Yup.
Every time.
Every time. D Cole, salute, man. to you,
D
bro.
Cole, what up? What up? What up?
D Cole came in the chat. He was like, yeah, man, because you know how this winter storm is crazy. And he was like, man, he's about to go to the store. It's cold. So I had to throw this drop on. And he's like, I'm cold chilling. I said, yeah, you cold chilling for real, because it's like -8 out there, bitch.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. I'm sweating how I'm getting back to Raleigh. Like, yo, I mean, real talk. It's
right.
like
Canceled flights.
Yeah. Yo, it's like they hit us up. They hit me up, because I got the app and shit. And they're like, hey, you can change your flight because of weather conditions. So I'm like, okay. Yo, it's only one flight that I could have moved it to. Everything else is already like, unavailable. And that one flight was to Tennessee, who's got snow in it right now. It's snowing in Tennessee right now. So I'm like, fuck it. So I'm like, nah, let's just keep what we got. You know what I'm saying? And we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm trying to get back to Raleigh, and I'm sweating that right now.
Damn. And when are you supposed to be leaving?
We're leaving in the morning around 6 o'clock. This time, East Coast time. I mean West Coast time. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's why you're not on the version.
No, I'm not on your version. That's why I asked Shy, because I was like, yo, I'm not even gonna try to even fuck with that. And I told Shy, with Shy is back in the group anyway. So I was like, yo, you know what? This would be a good time for you to get some reps.
Word up. He got some bangers. So.
He got some word. They just dropped a project, right?
Yep.
So, yeah. I mean, hey, like we said, we committed to this. We committed to trying to hold these artists and help them how we can, and hoping that the culture will grow, and in turn we'll grow. But we dedicate to this. So yeah, I'm doing everything I said I was gonna do.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I was gonna bring up what was I gonna say? Oh, remember when I was talking about sending music? If we can somehow create some type of centralized distribution, I mean that might go with what we was talking about the network. Where we can kind of like how we do it with the Wu-Tang. How we share. With the, what's the name?
So you're talking about like basically like almost like a record pool in house.
Yeah, like maybe using Dropbox or use
like
we're all connected.
So what my next question is. So that to me, that's a select ensemble of people.
Facts.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we on the same page. Yeah,
yeah.
I'll let you make that list.
All right. Yeah, and I guess that's I just wanted to bring it up, but more behind the scenes. But like, yeah, if we had like some of the the dope MCs that send us music that we connect in, like you said, official people, and
yeah, because like here's why I say that, because like let's say like Shy, he sent me and you the music before it dropped, right? But that's trust,
right?
Because that's trust that we're not going to release it,
right?
So that's why I'm saying that's got to be a handpicked list.
Yeah.
I'm not saying because I believe in you, you believe in me, they believe in us.
Fact.
You got to keep that integrity, right?
Right.
So yeah.
And I think there's a way we could probably like where they won't have to worry about. I think there's an access kind of where if they give something to us, like we see it, even though we're still all in the same pool. Like the act, like you know what I mean, like you said, like for example, like this ain't gonna drop the next week. I'm just giving this to you.
But you gonna get a smidget of it today, yeah.
Yeah. We just get it. So.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. I mean, like to me, that is what should be happening in this community. It should be separating the fake from the real, and then the rewards of the real being respected by real recognized real. So because of that, I'm gonna do this because I know you're not gonna compromise.
Right.
Word. So yeah.
Trust.
Shout out to Stub Rock in the building. Shout out to the one Miss D.
Bills Mafia with the win.
Tam the Leo Apollo Kid. Yo,
D.
I was in a bar watching this Buffalo game downstairs, man. The dudes, so it's a couple of us here in Las Vegas, and one of the dudes I'm with, man, two of the dudes, they was betting, they took Pittsburgh. I was like, bruh, you never took a snap in the game.
Yeah.
Yo, are you kidding me?
I mean, even though, Bills ain't been having the best of luck, and Stub can attest to that. I still would have picked the Bills over the Steelers.
Yo, but the Bills just cranked off. They got there. Like, to me, I'm like, no. When you say they haven't had the best of luck, like, I'm like, no. They actually cranked out the wins that they had to win to get this far.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying in history, like over the years.
Oh yeah, you talking about the old school going to the Super Bowl 3 years and they never got was it? They didn't get to. Did they get the Super Bowl or did they get to the final? What was it with
4 in a row?
What was? Yeah, what was it? Was the running back Thurman Thomas? Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly. I mean, what was the defensive end?
Scott Norwood
too. Yeah, I mean they had some gangsters on that team, man. They just unfortunately they found a way to lose.
Yep. There goes Stubb. They lost 4 Super Bowls in an effing row.
Yeah, that's it for Super Bowls. That's right. Stubb Rock in the building. Yo, Stubb, salute, sir.
Salute, man. On to the next.
That's good, man. Yeah. So I mean, I'm not saying they're gonna win a Super Bowl because I think these dudes gonna win it. But
there you go.
I believe they was gonna I believe they should beat Pittsburgh, and they prove why. I mean, even like watching the game when they after the first turnover and the next play off of the turnover, they went for a touchdown. Like they burned them deep.
Yeah.
Off the top, I was like, yo, the defense, you need to fire a defensive coordinator. Because you're not prepared for this game. You gotta know that call was gonna be made.
Right.
Y'all just turn the ball over. They're gonna try to burn you deep, and you let them burn you deep. In the first quarter, you let them burn you deep, man. You gotta go. I like
Cowboys
Mike Tomlin.
Game all over again.
Word, I like Mike Tomlin, but I'm like, yo, keeping it a buck, you can't have that happen. If that's your dude, this ain't about loyalty. This is about cause and effect.
Yeah.
Right? You got to at least say, yo, we're not going to get burned deep on this play because we believe they're going to go for us. And you give up the big play for a touchdown. I already knew that game was over right then. That means your defensive coordinator is not prepared.
That took the heart out of
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Miss D got she got the Eagles emotes in the chat. Yeah. Sorry, Miss D, but Eagles might lose to Tampa tonight. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Tiger, my man. Hey, let me tell you something.
Sorry,
I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
They ain't been look good at all. I mean, the Jets, my Jets beat you guys. I mean, come on.
Not just that, Ms. D. Hey, your quarterback finger don't know which way it's going. Your quarterback finger all twists up. He ain't even in the game.
Throwing up gang signs.
Yeah, he throwing up gang signs by accident. So, he ain't gonna be out there throwing those strikes. Let's be honest. He ain't gonna be out there throwing those strikes.
Oh man.
But yeah, that was the best thing y'all had going for y'all. Was that and y'all
they got exposed.
Yeah, don't get dragged now. Y'all might get dragged tonight.
They got exposed, so we'll see.
I'm just saying. He better chuck it and run a lot. Mm-hmm. That would be my guess is if Hurst beats Tampa with his legs, then Tampa wrong for that because they should be saying, we're not giving you the run. We're going to make you beat us with your arm.
Yep. Hey, Ms. D, man, we got love for you, man. We just talking shit. It's football. Look, my team ain't sniffed the playoff, and I don't know how long, so.
Hey, now, Tiger,
don't take my advice.
That's Tiger. I'm talking shit. Your team sucks.
Yeah.
They suck! Ms. D, meet her. Watch me. They suck!
Oh man, you're gonna be hitting the lightning strikes on your stream.
It's gonna be a minute. Right now, I just gotta get back to Raleigh. Hell, they try to keep me out of there, so we good.
Man.
Oh man, why?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I saw a new piece of equipment. It's a new. I'm gonna have to look it up. I think it's a Pioneer. They come out with a damn controller like every month, bro. I think it's like overload. With all the controllers and everything. It looks like it's like a platter. It looks like a platter of a Technic 1200. Let me try to pull it up. Like I ain't gonna lie, it looks kind of ill because they're turntables.
Oh, they're like they're like the reloop joints. turntables like that, like where like the reloop joints are turntables, but they actually already got the digital aspect built into it, so you don't need the
it got the
phase.
buttons on the sides, right?
Yeah, but you don't need a phase neither because it's got that digital whatever.
Right. Yeah. You don't need the phase.
Yeah, you don't need a phase on it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I should have had it pulled up, but I don't know if they're like reloops. I mean, like I said, it looked like a technique. Like the dude took the, if you take off the platter of a 1200, you can see the inside. You can see the circuit board and everything. But this one, there's nothing. Like he was like putting it together, and as he's putting the platter on top of the turntable, there was nothing in there. It's just I guess it's just a magnetic, motorized platter, and it has the arm. I think it's a hybrid. Okay. So I think it does, like you said, without a phase, and you could play vinyl on it also.
So that is like that. That sounds just like the reloop joint. Like to me. So let's say like with the phase. I mean not the phase, but like with my decks. And you've been on my decks. That my understanding is the motor is the same as what they use in the Technic 1200.
Okay.
In those damn, I can't think the name. I've been drinking, but whatever it is. Not phase. I'm talking about what my setup Reigns.
The Rain one.
Rain.
Okay.
Yeah. So in my Reigns, like that motor, the torque on the motor is supposed to be the same as a 1200, right?
Okay.
But the reloop stuff was supposed to be like give you the option of using either you could play vinyl if you wanted to, or you could just keep it all digital and not have to have the extra whatever the phase costs. So that's what it sounds like what they're trying to do there with that thing there. But they keep trying to come up with a way to get our money, man. It's never gonna go away.
I know. I mean, I would honestly think about it. Like if I didn't have Techniques, only because these phases, you don't put them on the charger, or if you ain't got a backup, they only last for I used my phases one time until they went dead, and that was about maybe almost 7 hours, like straight straight DJing, and then they went to almost zero. Then I had to take them off, and then I think I ended the stream. But you got to get another pair's backup to put them on.
They seem more money. They're $300 a pop, if I am mistaken.
Yeah. So those things right there would be dope because they don't need no charging.
So Tam the Leo Apollo Kid, how do you feel when y'all are DJing and someone comes up and asks y'all to play a song? Do you get annoyed? I got cursed out one time. So here's what. I'll take this one first, Tiger, and let's see if you with me or you're not.
Because I'm loading my clip.
So here's the thing, Tam. Like to me, like if you're not in a gig, or if you're doing a gig, someone usually has, you ask for a playlist, you ask for, what do y'all want to hear, what's the vibe, blah blah blah, and you've already got that agreement in place, right? So before you go into the door and start setting the equipment, what your set is kind of going to be like, whether or not you decide to make a pre-arranged set, or you just say the vibe is 70s disco. Let's just say that. All right, so now hey, 70s disco, I don't even, I'm just going to go into one of these crates and snatch out all that shit. But when we're streaming and somebody comes and asks you, here's my problem with that. I might be at about 115 BPM.
Yep. And
now somebody wants to hear Genuine at 68. I'm like, fuck out of here, man. It's not even the same vibe. It doesn't fit, so I'm like, if you can't tell where we at with the music, I get that you want to hear this specific song right now, this moment. But if it doesn't fit with what's going on, man, I'm not going to kill the vibe to play a song for you.
Right. That's the most annoying part. So it's, it's one thing is, like you said, you're in a spot and someone's drunk and they keep coming up to you asking. That's one thing, way of being annoying. But the other thing is that, like, how are you even thinking about a joint that completely has nothing to do with the vibe of what's going on? Like, that's what bugs me out. Like, if I'm playing, you know what I'm saying, Phyllis Hyman, You Know How to Love Me, then you want to hear first choice. All right, cool. That's right.
Yeah,
there
that's in the same
thing.
pocket.
You know,
Yep,
you
yep,
want to
yep.
hear Luther. You want to hear D-Train or something. If you like, yo, can you put on MOP, Annie Up? Like, bro, when I get to the hip hop, I'll play that. But like, this don't even fit what I'm doing. Like, that's really an annoying part. And I had this happen on New Year's Eve where this dude was donating, and I appreciate the donations. Like, people throw donations, but he was expecting me to play joints, and I was like, yo, this ain't jukebox. This is New Year's Eve. Yo, we rocking with the vibe. I'll get to it. And he wanted to hear like the Far Side. I was playing some 80s hip hop, and the dude had the nerve to be like, yo, I did this request. That's foul that you didn't play it. I spent money. Like, I was like, what? And I just turned that chat off, bro. I'm like, oh, so now you think just because you throwing money, like you hold weight like that. Like, this is some payola shit. It was like the nerve of this dude, yo. And then he even put that in the chat. Like, my mods, like, no disrespect to my mods on YouTube, but y'all should have timed him out. You know, when they start getting fly with the mouth, then that's like, yo, come on now. We in here vibing. It's New Year's Eve, bro. And this dude is heavily requesting every 5 minutes he's saying. It's like, yo, why don't you just vibe with what everyone else is doing?
That's what gets me. Well, you know, it's a funny part. You just said it. Like, you in here, everyone is in here vibing. We are creating that element, right? Why not just trust what we're doing? Trust what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, when you start asking, well y'all play this, but like it's the, like, to me, the old days where you got the nigga standing next to the DJ booth. Like, he ain't the DJ, but he swear you play this next joint, it's gonna really turn the party out. When the fucking party is already turned out, B.
Yeah.
People over there dancing.
Yeah,
you should be over
put
there
this
dancing
one on.
right
I'm
now
telling
too.
you.
Yeah, you should be over there too.
Man.
You know, so it's crazy, man. It's
and
that aspect never goes away. Like that's the one thing I'll admit, that from when I was DJing in the 80s and the 90s, and you know, like, to walk away and come back, that shit stayed.
Yeah, man. It's never gonna end. Never gonna end.
That shit stayed.
Drunk chicks trying to get in the booth and holding their drink over the equipment. Like, yo, if you don't back up, like, scream about to yoke you up like Draymond Green. And then if the DJ sucks, then it don't even matter. Like if the DJ is that bad, like, I'm not even trying to request. I'm like, damn, when am I gonna leave? Because it's horrible. This party sucks. Like, so it don't even make sense to like request something that you're gonna like, because if he's horrible, you know, how you gonna like, you know, the song you want to hear regardless? Because the whole vibe is messed up. You know?
So I mean, I think, like, that's so as a DJ, we understand tempo, we understand flow and vibe, and as I think as a listener or the person in the venue, that's not something they think about because they're not a DJ.
Yeah.
All right, so they're like, yo, you know, like, let's just say maybe even the mute, like, you might have played a Scarface joint that was higher BPM, that makes them think about something else from Scarface that they want to hear, but it's not, dude, this ain't a playlist. This is an actual party, and I think that's where the, you know, like, from the listener side, like, if you're a playlist guy and not a mixtape dude, you don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you said, just trust the DJ.
Trust the DJ.
That's my thing. Like, and it, you know, if I'm like playing, like, say, Woo Wednesday.
Tam.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, for the Tam,
Ice Baby.
Yeah, that shit can't real. Yeah, Tam, you shouldn't have Ice Baby nowhere near you, man.
Yeah, word. Now, if I'm playing like a Wu-Tang set and someone like, y'all want to hear that joint, like, Tam, she got her thing called Apollo Kid, you know. So I'll be, you know, I'm already in the Wu-Tang mode, so yeah, I'm gonna throw on Apollo Kids with the real, or I'll throw on, you know,
Ghostface
Scary Out or something, because that's just a vibe,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you know, and, you know, they don't come with me like, yo, play this, you know, it's just like, it's kind of like within the set, within like some of the members of the tribe, like, they ask me to do something, I'm gonna rock something like that. Like, I don't look at that as them being annoying, like, yo, play this.
Yeah.
They don't do that to me anyway.
Yeah, I just went through that with Miss D. Miss D asked me to play something a while back, and I was like, yo, I got you. So like, oh, okay, we good? I'm like, nah, you know, I'm still going to stomp the shit out your pinky toe when I see you again, but we good.
CNN and MOP, stomp that shit.
That's it. Stomp it to the 90s. Yo, yo.
Damn. That shit gonna be flat.
Yeah, you
But
gotta
yeah,
do it.
man. That's what it is, man. That's this life of the DJs, man. Life of the DJs. That's what we go through.
Word.
So, yeah, man. Shout out to the chat, man. We on IG as well. I know sometimes IG be freezing up, but I see Blue Collar in here. Brown Whiskey Woman, salute. Cell Fright Black Seal with the follow, salute. My sister's in here, Amanda. That's my
Shout out to Amanda.
Right there. Smooth Denali. Word up.
Hey, Miss D, I got the mic. There's only one story, man.
Yep. The narrative stays right here.
The narrative stays this way, right? That's right. Yeah, we're gonna have to have the Miss D's True Hollywood Stories. Until then.
So, Chancellor, how do we multitask? Yeah, I mean, attention span is you know, it can help to have a long attention span. I mean, with me, like, I never really thought about it. I guess I'm used to like doing a few things at one time. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. I'm trying to. If you could think of something, I guess he's saying like multitask, like while we're DJing. I guess like pulling the songs in.
So,
you know,
I won't speak for you on this, but I think from most of the there are tiers to DJing, right? So let's just say the higher tier DJ, the song you're hearing during the set, that DJ is probably 3 songs ahead, you know, as a reference in that set. So you're hearing a song and he's already thought of the next song, and the next song in that set. And you may see like he's talking to you. You see him looking at his laptop because he's looking for the 4th song in that run. Yeah. Like, I don't know what they call them now. We used to call them runs. Mm-hmm. So you go on a run, and like the run might be a New Jack run, or it might be whatever the genre is. You go into that run. And there's certain songs you're going to play in that run, and you already pretty much know what they are, you know, especially based on, you know, like if you know, if they're bona fide hits. I think the multitask stuff is actually not that hard because you've been doing it for a while. It's just like for me, like the biggest challenge for streaming is that as you're a DJ, you really didn't have to talk as much. Streaming DJs are required to talk more than you actually talked in an actual venue. You know, if anything, you push the crowd to participate, throw your hands in the air where the ladies at, yada, yada, yada. But you did not, these people want to, hey, how's your day?
Full conversation.
Like, nobody goes in a club and says, man, how was your day? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That shit don't happen. Nobody goes in a party and says, hey, man, you know, so you had a good day today?
Right.
How you doing? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen. But streaming, and I think streaming, you tell me, Tiger, I think streaming DJ is actually a little harder.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's crazy? Yeah, I hardly talked like DJing before Twitch, like, you know, live with records. And I think, yeah, that's where to me the multitask came in, like with like the crates of records, yo. Think about you playing a record, talking a little on the mic, you got to turn around, pull another record out the crate, put it on there. You might have to clean it off, clean the needle before you drop it on there. And you're queuing it up. There's no, oh, you hitting the cue button. You actually got the needle there and you holding it.
You got it marked. Yeah, you got the record marked up where you're going to work it. Yep.
Yeah. And then, you know, I mean, like I said, this is before using sound effects and, you know, the reggae horn and all that shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, shit. I had amplifiers that were, you know, getting hot. You had to make sure the fan was sitting on it.
Keep a fan on it. Yeah, to keep a fan on it. Yeah.
So there was a lot of different types of multitasking, but shoot, I mean, Stub Rock just said multitasking, drinking, following the chat, and DJing, like right there.
It's a lot, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot more. And shouts to Miss K is it in the building as well.
What's up, Miss K? Good to see you. But I know I've been having to multitask when you think you put a song in a folder and you go to drag it, and then that goes from white to orange. That means the file is missing.
It's
So
corrupt.
then
Yeah.
I'm dragging Serato in the corner, and I got to go in my folder and do a search.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm networked to my streaming computer, which has my terabyte that has my
yeah.
So I'm pulling from there, pulling it from the PC to the Mac, just to play it, because I want to give a vibe, like say like you thinking about like you playing a song, right? And this shit been happened to me where I'm like playing a joint, and it gets to a part of the song where it's like, oh shoot, I can loop that shit, because she's saying something that will bring in the next song, like a transition. So then I'm looping it, and then you can't find the song. But I want that shit to transition.
I hate that shit.
I'll loop that bitch.
You're vested.
While I'm looking for that shit at the same time.
I'm vested. Yeah, you're vested into it, because like I'm bad. I hear it in my head, so I want to hear it. You know. Yeah.
You want it to work. Yeah, you want it to work, because how you hear it in your head. Yep.
You hear it in your head. I say that a lot in my sets, man. Yeah, I hear it in my head. We're gonna see if it works. But I feel you. Yo, so you just said something, and for me, so like like DJ Eaton, man, is part of your Virgin family, and he loves the wordplay shit. We call him wordplay, yo. So like like we all like do a little wordplay, but that's Eaton shit. So it's like I really was not much to even give a damn about wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Like but I understand that it's part of the landscape, and like you want to get better, you got to add. It's all about weapons. What weapons are you adding to your arsenal? And wordplay is part of it. So now I'm starting to kind of like, okay, man, let me start going through this stuff. But I feel you on that, man. When you're talking about, I'm looking for a song, man, and that like when I was talking to you about the Serato, what do they call them? Damn, I can't think what they're called now. But remember we were talking about the crates, the magic crates or whatever they call them.
Oh yeah,
the blue crates. Yeah. So like I'm almost got my whole shit done like that now.
Oh no.
Word, because like I realized like Kev Brown, man. Kev Brown hit me off with mad music, so I'm like, yo, I got a whole Kev Brown cake. Shy hit me off. So like I got like I'm starting to like break it down my shit into that, whereas before it used to be like R&B, whatever, and because like I'm pushing that fly era shit from the basically the 80s to the early 2000s. That's a lot of damn music.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to pull a search for something, and you're not, sometimes I can't say I remember every song. I know what it's the hook. I might think of the hook. I know the song, but I can't think of the name right now. Doing the set, I'm over here arguing with Miss Kids, Miss D live in the stream, and I'm DJing and all that bullshit. So I'm like doing all of that, and I'm trying to remember what that song was. It was like by Timmy Thomas. And I want to do the Hotline Bling blend with that, and with the original, and all that shit. So, it's times where you kind of like, man, how do you,
be real tedious,
organized.
Trying to organize it, real tedious. And I'll clean my thing up, my laptop up, and I'm telling you, man, like especially doing your versions when we get the acapellas. Usually, we got the folder today. Oh, Tampa Bay's up 9-0 on the Eagles.
I try to tell her. Your quarterback don't even know where the damn finger's going. He don't know how he gonna throw a damn football. Shit, he ain't even west side. He over there west, east side, north side, southwest side, and shit.
Oh man. So I'll like with your version, we get the acapellas. If I'll look in the folder to see if I already have the acapellas, because I have my cue points already there. So I'm like, cool. So I don't have to drag them in, but when I don't, it depends on if I am doing it the night before, where I can, all right, let me put these in my acapella folder. They're R&B, because I got R&B acapellas, I got hip hop acapellas, separate folder. If I do it the day of, I'm like, man, let me just put these here. I'm about to go live. I'm going to do my thing, and I'll fix it later. Do 8 or 9 weeks of that. All of a sudden, you got, man, files all over the place where they ain't supposed to be.
Mad music.
So Now I gotta reorganize, and then when I move the shits out of the folder, and then forget to hit that relocate, or you don't drag it back in Serato, then you get the yellow text. So y'all, the yellow text is if you have a file, right? It's in a, say I have a De La Soul song in a De La Soul folder, and I move it out of the De La Soul folder into a hip hop 90s folder. If I don't drag it into my Serato, when I go to look for it in my Serato, it's gonna be nowhere to be found. So I got to do like a relocate. I wish Serato would just have it where you don't have to do that all the time. Like, I'm just saying, with this technology, you should be able to like find it on the fly if it's not in that folder.
Yeah, I agree, but dude, it's a lot of music. We got a lot of music.
I know.
I think it would probably could be done, but like I know, your crates are big, my crates are big. What you asking it to do? Like, because I think with the search feature is you got to be able to go to where you think it is. So like, let's say if I got a file that's got all the music in it, and it's got 2 terabytes of music in it. While you're going live, you're now asking it to search through 2 terabytes of music to find that file. It should be able to do it, right?
Right.
But I mean, it's still, like that's a lot of music.
It is.
So yeah, it probably will happen. But like I stream, so me and you talked about this before. So I have a stream that handles the video, and the music, and then I have a stream that handles the chat room and the radio station. You know what I'm saying? So the video on, like, you've been to my house, so you've been in the studio. So the video on the only difference now is it used to be a Hewlett Packard. So now I got another MacBook that handles it, right? So I got a MacBook on the right, and that MacBook handles the radio station, the simulcast, and the chat room and what's going on with that. And then the left setup handles all the music. I've got 2 hard drives over there. One of them, like right now, I actually got my my music laptop with me, and I got a portable hard drive that carries, because I said I was gonna make some beats. I'm lying to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm up here drinking liquor and acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, but I did bring it because I was like, oh, I'm gonna make some beats while I'm over there. You fucking lying. But anyway, but the point is, I just think when you have like that much music and you're trying to do all of these things like we're talking about during live, it's taking processing power, so it's not making it as fast as it could be.
Yeah, and I know, like, my laptop is good, but when I'm running, if I'm running my videos, and because I have a HDMI plugged in from my laptop to a Elgato HDMI in on my streaming computer. That's how I get the video. Just because it flows better than doing it wireless. I used to use the NDI doing that. But I hear it. The fan starts, running.
The processing,
running. And then when I'm trying to do stems, then I start hearing it sound choppy a little. I'm like, oh man. So like the thing I would probably have to do is get a better expensive laptop, a more powerful one, but I ain't got the bread for that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, it's like I'm probably at, this is all I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? As far as wherever I'm at with it is, I mean, I'm running off 2 MacBooks. If this can't get it done, this is what it is.
Right.
But I do see like little technical things. Like sometimes I see the stream is acting up, and I realize that I'm actually streaming off my damn phone. You know what I'm saying? Like I had tethered the phone to my MacBook and didn't even catch it. So when I went back in, I'm like, damn, why is this shit freezing up? The flames are freezing up, everything freezing up. It's because the wire is actually using my cell phone service to pump everything out, as opposed to the Ethernet shit that I ran.
Oh wow!
So like little details, you know what I'm saying? Where you got to go back and say, okay, make sure you switch from Wi-Fi to Ethernet.
No doubt.
Yeah,
Yo,
so,
y'all, we are here in the building, Real DJs Matter podcast, and we got a special guest this evening, y'all. Word up, dope, super MC Reks. I'm meeting him for the first time today.
salute.
Peace and respect, y'all. Thanks for taking the time with me, man.
Definitely,
Beautiful.
brother.
Nothing but good things I hear, you know.
Oh, man, I
Man,
appreciate, man. I definitely appreciate you, man. When I got the follow on my IG, I was like, oh shoot, that's Reks. That dude's official. You know what I mean? Then I hit him up
Word.
and instantly I told him about the show. He was like, yo, let's do it. Just
Yeah,
like
absolutely. Anything that's pushing us progressively forward, you already know. That's day
Definitely.
one.
Word.
definitely.
Mad love and respect to you, King, man, for sure.
Word.
You know, so
Thank
glad
you.
to see you, man, in the physical
Yeah.
word.
Right. In the physical, that's what's most important. Like, you know, sometimes we don't really get to see that. We had a long period where it was none of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Word.
Right. So
Indeed.
glad we get back to that, man. And like I said, definitely appreciate you taking the time. You know, chop it up with us. This is DJ Brown Hornet. He runs a radio station, Reboot Radio. I run full blast radio, DJ Tiger, and we do this every Monday. Chop it up, you know, about the culture and everything. So
So
yeah,
yeah,
man.
well, salute to y'all pushing it forward for real.
Thank you,
Man,
man.
mad love. Tiger, I got a couple questions. You want to go first or you want me to go?
Yeah, no, go ahead. You good?
So just from, let's say, you know, the street perspective, right? You know, you're like I'm loving hip hop. I want to be in the game. You know, how hard was it to really push through, let's say, roadblocks early in the game? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel a great question. Like I think there's some levels of that even to this day. Like no matter what we go through, we just gotta continuously push through hurdles. So, in the main point of that is continue pushing. But very early on, for myself, and I would also speak for like people who came from my city. Lawrence, Mass is a very small community, 6 mile radius. A lot of people don't know. Like most of the times, people connect me automatically with Boston, and I'm not from Boston. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Lawrence, Mass. Like I got my first leg in the game in Boston, but again, I'm from a small community, very impoverished, gang riddled neighborhood, but small. You know. Many cities like that, mill cities like in Ohio and Detroit. I know like many places I've been to that are quite similar. Like Pittsburgh, like different areas of Philly. Like areas that are very similar. I think the neighborhood where we came from is a major obstacle. Massachusetts in general is like more of a rock town, and college and medical industry, like music is far from it. And if it is music, like I said, it's rock and jazz.
Right.
So just being a hip hop artist coming from that neighborhood, coming from specifically Lawrence, and then making my way into Boston and navigating the college radio scene, getting into the college DJ pools and things of that nature was the way I was able to kind of navigate it. That's what I say the major hurdle would be.
Okay, so just real quick, I'm on at the bottom of there's a teleprompter running with his Bandcamp family. We need y'all to go to that Bandcamp.
Word up.
Like we need y'all to look at that Bandcamp, see what's up, man. Cop something in there, man. Support artists that's out here that's trying to do it the right way. Don't want to, I don't want to get into all of the selling out, blah blah, whatever. But you see, my man is not rocking a shiny suit, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's holding up the real culture, man. So let's try to make sure if we about that, then we support that. Word up.
Thanks.
Big
so next question is, man, when you at what part of, like, let's say you drop the project, and I don't have everything out here in front of me, but I know you've been in the game for a minute now. But at what part did you really realize that, you know what, man, I can do this shit? Did you know it from the beginning, or did you say, man, you know what, I dropped the first project, okay, if I drop another one, I'm gonna clean it up and make it a little like this or this, and then like you drop one and you said, that's the one, and I know I'm gonna be in this game.
I think for me, honestly, being real candid, bro, it was like it wasn't really a project specifically that told me I was gonna do this. I knew from very early on that like I didn't want to be in a typical grind. I didn't want to follow like I had jumped out the window with the mind frame of being out of the system way of approaching like my
I
life.
got you.
You know, and I was like, I want to kind of navigate. I was throwing it at the wall, being independent, my own artist, my own person, and I struggled mightily in even making $1 off of it. We did the upfront thing. We did pressing up, buying our own machines to like burn our own CDs, stopping vehicles at the stoplight and being like, yo, hold up. What you got in the middle of the joint? What you got in the middle of the joint? Whatever you got, throw that in there real quick, play it. Whatever you can give us, give it to us. And that's what we was very independent in that mind frame. But I also, in dropping my first album, which was Along Came the Chosen, like I think in my mind frame prior to that, like going to UMass Amherst just for a year, and being like, coming back, I'm gonna make a demo, and I'm like, that's when I made my first demo, coming back from UMass Amherst, and when I did that, it was like I was sold from that moment. I was like, this is what I'm.
This is what I want to do. I'm all chips in.
Nothing else. I had nothing else. I wanted each breath, bro. Like real talk. I didn't look at it any other way. It was what I was gonna do, and nobody was going to deter me from that. It was a red hot passion, I mean, for real.
Word.
Dope. Yo, my joint, man. Before I want to let you know how this comes full circle. So, John Jiggs from Strong Island, knowing him for years. You know what I'm saying?
Super dope lyricist.
Super dope dude, right?
Yeah, good guy.
And what happened was I saw his video, The Reason. And I'm like, oh shoot, this dude Reks. Like that was my first kind of introduction. I was like, oh, this my joint. The Reason y'all was rhyming. It was in the winter, and then right from there, we come here. You know what I mean? Like, and I was working with John Jiggs. Every now and then he would come through the studio. We did an interview as well, and it's just crazy how it just comes full circle with hip hop. Like everyone's connected somehow in this culture.
Let me say, Jiggs is one of them. That's dope. I'm glad you shared that. Right? Jiggs is one of those dudes who, like, he really had my blade sharp. Like when I was like, I was like, yo, this was I didn't know Jiggs from really much of anything.
Right.
This feature, and like when I was like, this cast who come, they say they want like we gonna wax poetic, but this was one of them sharp blades. I was like, okay, I see what we're working with right here.
You're dropping steel.
Gotta bring your A game, yeah.
Pricey, like yo, I was like, I gotta be on point with this one right here. Not like I never took a pen day off. Like in my opinion,
I know what you mean, but yeah.
But like, yo, my man Jiggs, he got that pen work supreme.
Yeah.
Big salute to John Jiggs and everything he's put out since then. I was like, yo, this guy's sharp.
He is, man. He's definitely doing his thing. Yeah, man. Him and Shabam Sadiq just dropped, I think, a collab. Yeah.
I was talking to Shabam about that. I was hoping to get on that show, like that showcase. It's funny. Shabam hit me. He was like, yo.
In February?
The one on February 16th, right? Yeah. So I wanted to get on that show, but the thing is, Shabam hit me up personally about it, and I let him know I was going to be in New York at the time.
Okay.
But I wasn't thinking ahead of time. I was like, I wanted to like fly back. I was going to fly back and do that show and then get back to my business in New York because that's just a dope lineup. And I'm actually dropping 3 EPs that day.
Ooh.
Okay, we had to make sure we get on that.
Yeah,
we get on that. Yeah.
3 EPs that day. I don't mean to do the shameless promotion real quick, but like I just need to say 30.
Dude, that's why we here.
30. I'm dropping 33 significance for 33 projects this year. You know what I'm saying? 2024, it's not gonna be no quantity without quality. This is like my pandemic, like my pandemic Corona pack. There's some work in here.
Dope.
So let me pull off of something you just said though, like you were talking about when you like there's levels to what you have in your tool bag when you start talking about swords, right? So like because there's a parallel with DJs about that, right? DJs, you know, like you might do a little something, but depending on who's in the room that you with, you may hold a little something back, or you might have to reach back in there and pull out a little something to get them off you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I feel you on that.
22 joints that they throw in the like that. They have the extra bag. It's like you pull out the bag and they say, oh, he's in the building. Let me pull out that bag. That's that one. You know what I mean?
Word up, man. Nobody wants to look bad, right?
That's some vibes with that.
Yeah.
Yo, how did you link with you? I mean, you already know the legendary DJ Premier, man. Say Goodnight and 25th Hour, like. To me, like Primo joints should be getting played like on a regular, like
of course.
With anyone that's rocking on Primo joints. But the ones you did, man, like Say Goodnight, that's someone like I'm $120 on 85, going to ATL, like.
I mean, the story itself. So the story itself is not too eventful. It's more like my man Static like had a working relationship. Static Selector, producer himself, like very very close friend and associate with the music, and very early on he was like linking with when he decided to move to New York to take himself a little more serious with the music. He had a good working relationship with Primo, so we would frequent there all the time. During this period in time, I was living in Florida, and I was just about like fed up, not gonna do music any longer. And Static came to see me when he was starting Show Off, and he was like, "Look, I want you to get with me. Let's do one more record. If it doesn't work, cool. Go back to what you was doing. Otherwise, let's try to make something out of this." And I came through. I would frequent with him to like see different producers, rappers, and I mean, it was kind of a surprise when he brought me to the studio. And when Term dropped that verse, talk about I passed papaya and into the fire. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about going past papayas in New York, and like saying, right around the corner, you entering the layers of the GOAT, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Primo Studio was, and it was through those meetings, being a fly on the wall, coming in to have these sessions with Static to Primo, listening to some of my material and being like, I really want to do something with his first record. And the first record became Say Goodnight. You know what I mean? Yeah, so
crazy.
It was incredible. It was incredible experience. I know we all grow up, with this feeling of like, what if I get to work with this individual? Like, that was the surreal moment, and I still live it a bit with like many producers, not just Primo, but Pete Rock and like the Knots, who doesn't get enough just due. Knots,
say it again.
Like bass lines and like he's out of here with some of like the work he does. So it's been a blessing to work with some of the people I've worked with.
That's dope, man. Like that one choice, like you said, you felt like you wasn't gonna do it anymore. Like if you didn't link to drop that banger, like obviously it worked, because from there it was like, yo, this dude with Reks, Primo track.
It was it. You know what I'm saying? It was it. It was that situation, like Static waking me out of my moment of funk, like not being with it. So I gotta commend Static and thank Static for he's offered like to hip hop in general, just as a fan of the music, but then also like like him always corralling us and helping us navigate some terrain when we wasn't really ready to navigate it.
No doubt. Yo, our brother in here, DJ Opal, he says salute to Papa D and the whole Boston squad.
Oh, salute indeed, Papa D. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Shout out to DJ Opal.
Big respect.
That's what's up.
So I'm gonna ask you one more question, man. And I'm gonna let Tiger, which is an interview, right? So I'm sorry, man.
Nah, we just chopping it up, kicking it.
Word. So, like, I've heard like different, views on like the state of the game. Some people think it's this way. Some people think it's that way. Like we had Kev Brown on here, and Kev Brown said something where he was like, "Yo, just do what you do." You remember that, Tiger? I was like, that was pretty profound to me. Where Tiger was like, "This, like, whatever they're saying about the game, when you're seeing some artists that may be trying to cross over and do tracks with mumble rap artists, or blah blah whatever," and Kev Brown was like, "Nah, this is what I do. Just do what I do." So, like, what is your attitude towards the music? Do you feel pressure, or do you say, you know what, I'm more concerned with knowing that at the end of the day, whether or not the industry loves it, I love it?
Well, I mean, I think that's dope what Kev Brown, first of all, had to say. And then second of all, I would say for me, I think it aligns with my personal like growth as a man in this world, and gaining like a more profound knowledge of who I am as an individual, letting go of some of my ego self and getting closer to the higher me. Because getting to the higher version of me, I'm not so.
Oh, he froze.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Wrong time for
dropping
that
the gym too, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm more concerned with just like, putting out music that I like feel will stand the testament and be a reflection of who I want to be for my village. And so like for my village and the legacy of that village. Like, so.
Ooh, man, that's profound. For my village.
A lot of the building I'm doing is not from even my children. It's from my children's children's children. Right. We have to really like be thinking like that. Like how we're individuals. A lot of times we got our eyes focused on the wrong thing. Like, this thing is in my way. It's my obstacle to get where I be. When in actuality, the only obstacle is you being an obstacle for yourself. Like when you step yourself out of that circumstance and just do you, kind of like what Kev said, and you kind of do it, find your path and just stick to it, and you good money. I think that's beyond more than anything.
I saw an interview earlier. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I knew it was going to lead to some dissension. So it was Yasin Bey. He was on doing an interview, and the person asked him, "Do you think Drake is hip hop?" And I'm like, yo, to me that was like a setup.
But you know what though? You know what I like though, Tiger? He was like, he ain't back down though. He ain't back down though. Yeah, he's like, yo, why y'all doing this to me? But while y'all doing it, let's get it popping then. So I was like, yo, I'm with that.
He's a funny, he's subtle with it, but he's a funny dude.
Yeah. But to me, like, I didn't think he was kind of dissing, right? Like, he was just saying he's pop. Like, pop means popular.
Hey, you know what though? He was spot on. He was spot on though.
The whole walking in Target like this.
Yeah. Even how he looked down. Remember, like he looked down and he kind of smiled a little bit. I was like, yo, run up on him with that bullshit.
That was a baby. Yeah, that was a layup line for him. Well, I mean,
right.
Drake obviously he makes popular music. I think a good one is Mr. Fab came out and said something poignant about it. Not Mr. Fab. It wasn't Mr. Fab. Excuse me. It was Glasses Malone.
Okay.
Glasses Malone came out and was speaking on it and like talking about what's embedded, what aligns with the struggle and aligns with what comes from the beginning of what this music comes from is what really defines if your music is going to be labeled with that tag or not. It's the same thing as punk rock. Like hip hop and punk rock is embedded in something from the beginning, from the onset. So like it's more culturally based than these other genres of music. So we got to look at it that way. Right. So when there's anything that comes from the outside that is exploiting it and is not looking at it for like its actual cultural relevance and cultural need, I think that's what really kind of is the way to define it as hip hop or not hip hop, or punk rock or not punk rock, and everything else kind of like falls in a different vein. Obviously, country comes from like something that we already had. You know what I'm saying? It's like country music is an offshoot of like the blues or what.
Blues,
grass rooted in our struggle again. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, Drake doesn't come from that. So yeah, I mean, like Drake's whole storyline is
Ain't nothing wrong with that either.
No, it's not. But
I personally like. I don't think Yasin said that. I like some things from Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and that's just real. Like, you know, and there's a lot of people who don't want to openly be like, oh, I like this, because even that to them may not be defined as hip hop. But like, it really don't matter. Like, you know, I'm hip hop. We have this thing like a black card, and like this, like all these definitive things that we do within our environment and our culture, right? But the reality is, it can't be really stripped from you. You know what I'm saying? Black Twitter, black card, this and that. We are who we are. Like, you know what I'm saying? We are defined by like us already being that. You can't take that from me. You know what I'm saying? It's what I am. Yeah. I don't think I see that with Drake. Drake don't come from that.
Right.
I agree. I just think that the problem with the problem with Drake is that, you know, he's getting that paper, he's doing it his way, but it's like, you know, he walks the line. I think Drake got some skills, but he choose, you know, like, I don't want to say sellout, but, you know, he choose the way that he's going about it is commercial. And but I think that's what
it's not him though. Like, listen, he's not over here like, I am hip hop. Yo, I'm the definition of hip hop.
Right. Yeah.
And put in a certain box. So that's like kind of on the cultural narrative and like the musical narrative that kind of defines things. And we got to stop letting the Grammys and everything else kind of define things for us. Like, they just don't define what we are. Saying, like, you are not the voice or reason for us. You know what I'm saying? You don't come from this, so you can't define it. So when we automatically accept it as Drake is, when it's no longer a storyline, then Drake just falls in where he falls in anyways.
Which is what Most was saying. That's what Most was saying. I think
is obvious what we believe.
Right.
He's not.
Just ain't obvious.
That's obvious. That's obvious. But like, yo, that's why we felt like Shorty was setting them up, because he was setting them up.
She was setting them up. Yeah, she was.
Yo, some things
she know in her own mind.
Right, reality. we know Drake ain't hip hop.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt. So Tiger, man, hey, first of all, let me just say, Reks, man, I appreciate you, man. Tiger, I gotta bounce, man. We got, you know, I'm in Las Vegas, so, you know, I got my agent over here doing some shit like this.
Oh, you better.
You know what I'm saying?
We talk to the vice president right now.
Yeah. I got my agent over here saying, hey, look, you know, you gotta cut that shit, man. We're going to dinner. So I'm like, all right, man. So mad love to you. Salute, King. I appreciate you, your energy, man. Keep doing what you're doing for the craft. Tiger, man, I know you got it from here, man. I salute you as well, man. Much love to the family, man. Make sure you go to that man Bandcamp that's running on the bottom right there. Hit that Bandcamp. Support the culture, man. And y'all come back. This is what we doing on Mondays, man. Real DJs matter. Much love, man. I'm out, man.
Reboot. Salute, man. Safe travels as well.
Out there.
I appreciate you. Tiger, I'm going to send you a text message, man. I need a favor from you on Thursday, man. But I'll hit you up with a text message on it.
Gotcha.
All right, peace.
Yeah, that was DJ Braun Hunter, Reboot Radio. So, yo, Reks, so this joint, man, I want to play a little bit of it, but first, I want to ask you about, you have an EP that you dropped, called Rather Unique, and rising producer Samir. Yo, I put that joint on, Rather Unique. When I heard that, that title was like dope, because I was like, it gave me that the vision of AZ. You know, AZ got the song Rather Unique.
Oh yeah, of course.
The vibe is like, it's that same, it's that boom bap, that it's the beat is so crisp, and you killed it. You know what I mean? So where did you meet this guy, and how did y'all link up to drop this EP?
So Samir is actually a producer who I had reached out to after hearing some of his work, and he's actually from Milan, Italy. He's a producer and he's a rapper in Milan. And the thing is, I travel to Europe quite often. I've traveled
he froze.
Individuals all over. And what I decided, like when I said I was going to do these 33 records, because I was going to have a universal sound and like be able to like, you know, tap in and show how broad a scope hip hop has really kind of developed and evolved into. So like I got this record with with Samir. Personally, like I just dropped a record in August 2023. That is with a rapper from Calgary, Alberta. It's called Survival Mode, and it got my brother Terminology on it, DJ Deadeye, a dope soulful sister by the name of Yolanda Sargent. She sings on the outro. It's super dope. And A1 super dope MC.
No doubt.
So that record happened, and with Samir, it was just like it was really just a reach out, a tap in. I feel for like the good vibes that I was hearing, and being like, look, I want to put this work in with you. But the dope thing is I flew out to Milan and I recorded with Samir. Like it wasn't one of those things where
send a file.
Oh, I went to Milan. I went to his studio. We vibed. We chopped it up. We got to know one another, and we did it. We did that first time, and then we set up some shows. I came back, did some shows, and we shot some videos. So it's very organic.
Yes.
It wasn't one of those things where we were just like, and I still have to do some of the mail-in records and stuff like that. But it's really dope when we could do something like this, and that's what we did.
That's dope to have that organically, because like, yeah, it is easy just to send the track, send the verse, but obviously sitting in the studio, like how it was done, you know, it's just, it feels better. It just feels, more organic. So
I sat there and I wrote right there, like in the studio. Like I sat with them God. We had a session. We built, ordered some food. Plant-based, of course. That's how we live in it. And then, we had a good vibe.
That's what's up, man. So this EP dropped on the 12th, right?
On the 12th, yeah, a few days ago. Yeah. He's doing well, getting some good attention. But we appreciate you putting it at the bottom and making sure that people tap on that, hit the Bandcamp, hit the Spotify, give us some attention.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm gonna play a little of this joint, man. Rather unique, but I'd rather y'all go to the link, Reks Samir. .bandcamp.com, and it's fire. So yeah, let's check out this joint right here.
Appreciate it.
Put some of the artwork up too.
Not your typical lyrical, instrumental, collabo, pen and pencil to paddle, leave any rappers in shadow, see any yappers that'll get rattled and then unravel. I'm steady as a crew that rock B-boy battles, destroy adults or adolescents with babble, waddle, mumble, and my gift to gabble, humble agos. I mean eagles, lethal as they eat you alive, raw raps from Reks, wrestle, grizzlies, hassle is free, you don't have to ask who is he, natural, this the epitome of Armstrong with the mics, grant me bullish rights, miss me with the shade, I jade, I'm in rare form, sicker than the viruses that's airborne. Dear sons of Italy, it'll be a cold day in Sicily. You hear one bad bar from this here lung, mention me only with the vet, show me my respect instantly. Eternal supreme king, rather unique, rhythmic. I got a Ric Flair, path of the least travel to be here. Happy to be here. Me and Samir, we make a dope pair. We rather unique. I got a Ric Flair. Path of the least travel to be here. Happy to be here. Me and Samir, we make a dope pair. We rather unique. You got the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do will be used against you. Results Gensu, insults my pen do. Impulse to end you. Intro to my rap career. Rather unique, rap is rare. Nowadays, well aware there's a saturation, no exaggeration. Half the nation rapper making music sounding painstakingly dull. Making me more retirement in this environment. Intends to liven it up and way to say the day. Here we come.
Man.
Ooh,
fire, man.
Appreciate it.
It's always a breath of fresh air, man. Just hearing just dope lyrics, dope beats. Like I say it like it should be easy. Obviously, it's not, because there's so much trash out there. But the ones that got it, y'all got it, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I think like there's so much of that's more than appreciated, and I think there's so much good out there. Like you just said, John Jiggs and Shabam dropped a record. I know Edo G just dropped a record. Torre and Marco Polo, Master Ace and Marco Polo. Sky just did some work and put some stuff out. Skyzoo, one of my favorite.
Yeah, Skyzoo, so dope.
Super dope, man. Like, so there's a lot of dope artists out there. If Cap haven't heard it, my man V Knuckles out of Massachusetts, group named MBS. He just dropped a record with Phonics in 2023. Super dope record. So I mean, there's a lot of dope hip hop. We just got to dig for it. And shout out to the super ill sister MCs like Tiny Nick, Shane Noir, Rob, just a plethora of really dope soulsters that put in records.
I'm trying to get Ty Phoenix on a beat because I do beats as well. So
dope.
Trying to get on something.
Yeah, we got to build on some of that. I just did a record with her for one of these projects I'm dropping next month.
She's dope, man.
Oh, not next month. In March. Yeah, she's super dope.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. So there's another track too, man. I know you sent me this other, man. I appreciate you sending these tracks. I'm gonna go cop that whole EP though. Eat Well, Travel Often. How's your writing process like? Do you hear the beats first, or you already have rhymes and you just match them with the tracks?
These days I always write to beats.
Okay.
I don't really have much that I already have lyrics prepared. And I just rap prepared. My method of writing is a bit faster these days, but it's still quality. I just I'll sharpen my blade enough to like be in the lab and not hold up time, but like vibe off of the record enough to do something right there on the spot. So Eat Well, Travel Often is one of those records I did in the studio. I wrote that right in the studio in Milan. Yeah.
Dope. Yeah, so let's hear a little bit of this one as well, man. Another heat rock right here. Shout out to the chat, man. Real DJs Matter. Reks is in the building.
Pamela, she my mama, she a victim to piranhas, a childhood filled with drama. She ain't wanna leave me and Nikki with Auntie Patricia, but she was getting high, barely out of high school. Did we miss her 3.5 years of getting beatings with the straps? It's a trap, it's a cycle. I'm just trying to paint a picture that'll get you in my frame of mind. Barely 9, hand-me-down clothing, cold weather, welfare line. I'm a descendant of that boat ride, the so-called freedom. I was forced to pledge allegiance to a man I ain't believing. If I borrowed $1, we be even Steven. If not, leave us in projects. We were some objects. Bought so many souls, food and fool's gold. Was 40 acres in the mule soul. So many tried talking assimilation to a nation of crooks. Juxtaposition of opposition for the jokes, for stick-ups on the ab. So many hiccups. Stay out to tax. We pay the tolls max. Penitentiaries doing 25 to them centuries. The new slave code since a couple days old. Age-old adage. Civilized, always savage. The classisms of the upper classes tell our status. What NASDAQ's average is. Keep us in line to buy, sell, eat well, travel in space and time.
Eat well, travel often. Nowadays, hard to get away. Meditation wave I've been lost in. Third eye gaze, see peripherals. Dancing with the vicious wolves, bulls, bears. Please use caution. Eat well, travel often. Nowadays, hard to get away. Meditation wave I've been
man,
lost
believe
in.
me, we over here, man, on Full Blast, we separate. We know what when we hear something, man. It only takes you that first 30 seconds,
Facts.
You know, there's heat. There's no like, oh, let me wait, let me see. Nah, it's like, I mean, you've been doing it for years, man, and I knew it was gonna be fire, but just hearing it, some brand new joints, man, it's dope, man. It's dope. People go out and support.
And salute to my wife who did the AI animated video on that joint.
That's dope.
Yeah, man, that's my wife. She did 6 of them for the new record as well.
I saw an alert on YouTube. It dropped today, right?
Yeah. Which one?
I think the animated joint.
The animated. Nah, I sent the alert out that that it's out, but it came out a couple weeks ago. But
okay.
The video at least. The video I mean to say. We set it out a little slow burn, but the responses has been great for it. So that's for that record, and we got 3 videos out all together.
And that's Reks on YouTube.
Yep. The Real Reks. So you go to YouTube / The Real Reks.
I'm gonna put that
follow me there. Subscribe, and absolutely. You know what I'm saying, there's a bunch of videos from also the record with a bunch of videos on there for that project as well. I got a bunch coming out now. Actually, I'm dropping records tomorrow. I'm dropping 3 videos tomorrow.
Dope. Dope.
3. Three.
What'd you say real quick? Because your volume had went down. You said you dropping what was the name of them?
I said I'm dropping 3. I'm dropping 3 brand new videos tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Um
Okay.
yeah, so I don't have like I didn't release the name of them yet, but
Mhm.
the record that I'm dropping on the 16th of February is called Maga Fella Yoda. It's 3 EPs. And
Okay.
so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop everything in threes. So I'm dropping 3 different videos for 3 different EPs. It's just gonna be a splurge of like things just dropping out. So I dropped the 3 EP covers. People go to my IG or you go
Mhm.
to like any of my socials and you'll see the cover there. It's like an
Right.
art piece, MAGA Fella Yoda, and you know they all have acronyms. MAGA is Make Art Great Again.
Mm.
Fela is For Everyone Love Always. Yoda is Young Ones Defy Age. So it's like a real artistic
Hot.
piece. I'm super excited to uh,
Right.
drop this record for the people. So slow burn, because like the new wave is to just have a single piece come out little by little, let that get like its
Mhm.
attention. So even though we stick to the tried and true methods, we also want to like kind of get with the wave of what's going on now.
Right. Right. Because the music is, and there's so much music coming out.
Evolving and changing, and
Yeah.
like there's a slow attention, there's a short attention span. So I want to consistently put out quality music, so like it remains right in front of your face.
Dope. Dope. And I know your influence. I read some of your influences. Obviously, Guru, rest in peace.
Mhm.
Legendary Gangstar.
Of course.
Crumb Snatcher. Who
Mhm.
else like that you like
Yeah,
catered to?
KRS One was one early. Nazia Jones, of course, Black
Mhm.
Thought. Um,
Yeah,
it coming from Massachusetts, obviously Ed OG, like
no
you
doubt.
mentioned, from Snatcher and Scientific. Scientific is another one. Rest in peace.
Hmm.
Who life was cut short from the neighborhood I come from, Lawrence, Mass. And he was an artist who if he had the opportunity, he had only dropped one record, but that record had people like Diamond D on it. He was working with RZA. He was working with Primo early, a lot of
Right.
GTC artists. And he was from my neighborhood. He used to always pull up in the back of my neighborhood
Mhm.
on Prospect Hill, and it made hip hop tangible to me. It made me realize that like if this guy can do it, he's like he's on radio. He's like you could see his wax, you could see his record, and it
Right.
says Lawtown. Like that's what we call Lawrence, Massachusetts. We see his record and it says Lawtown on it in the front cover. That meant the world to us coming from that small neighborhood we were in, because we knew that our environment could get bigger. We
Mm.
just had to believe that it could be bigger. And I think I gotta thank cats like that for making it real for us.
That's real, man. That's real. Is any Are you thinking about dropping any of the new stuff on like vinyl, like 100-piece run? Like I see like some artists they'll drop.
Absolutely, absolutely. The objective is gonna be we're not only gonna drop like some vinyl pieces, like we're gonna do unique stuff. Like we're gonna drop some 7 inches. I'm gonna drop some
Oh,
10 inches. So a lot of that is in store throughout the year with 33 records. Absolutely, there's gonna be some unique stuff we're gonna do. We're gonna do some tapes, some
nice.
giveaways. I'm doing some work on this record I have coming in March. It's called
Mhm.
"I Am Not Your Negro" in salute to James Baldwin. You know,
Yes.
that record right there. I have art pieces being done by this artist out of Nairobi, Kenya, and
Oh,
my
that's
objective again is to incorporate communities all across the globe in this
okay.
effort of art that I'm doing. To like have manners of individuals expressing their art alongside me as I like. So it's just not about like the music itself. The music can be expression, but like I think when my wife put visuals on and lyric videos on what I wrote, it made it a broader statement. So I
Right.
I encourage people to go out there and look at those, because those lyric videos, get a look at my lyrics in a different way.
I
Uh,
like that. I like the lyric videos. I do.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's real helpful to see those.
Hmm. Um. Oh man, there was one thing I wanted to ask you. I was thinking of it as you was telling me that.
Yes, I apologize. I'll be long
Nah,
winded.
nah, it's all good. um, because I ask all the artists all the time. Oh, so the streaming services, man. A lot of artists, like I know I saw Crooked Eye. He's been releasing some of his joints just straight, like kind of like out of the trunk, physical copies,
Yeah, yeah.
because of these Spotify and all these, they're like the new slave label industry.
Of course.
Paying 0.004 penny, a stream. It's just crazy. What do you feel about like the streaming services, and do you think that it's gonna get back to more artists dropping physical copies? Because there's a lot of streaming, not even just the music, with um movies like Netflix. They'll take stuff off. Like people are paying monthly charges, and then like you want to go back and watch your favorite movie, and they removed it, and it's like nothing you can do. So it's like you really don't own it. You're just renting out their services, and you really don't own the product.
Well, absolutely. I mean, obviously, what people have thought all along, I believe, with these streaming services and anything that kind of strips the artist bare, and
Hmm.
makes it almost impossible to like put out music. Yes, they're like, it's sort of the death of the musical genres in a sense, and we have to learn how to reinvent ourselves and recreate ways for us to reach our fans in a way that is going to work, because even with physicals, like, not everybody's going to rock with CDs, and the system is going to kind of dictate whether or not CDs become obsolete, because
Right.
there are going to be systems that are created where, it used to be you could get a record player with a CD player. Now it's hard to even find certain kind of machinery to support using a CD. Like it
Right.
used to be a CD in the laptop, a CD player in the laptop. You don't get that anymore.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the same kind of um, machinery, and
But
so I
yeah.
think I think the streaming services definitely are doing us a disservice. But the go around is to find unique ways like DIY and
Mhm.
direct to consumer working. You know, outside of physicals, directly from your website, directly from your link tree, directly
Yes.
from um, systems to the consumer is key. But I think there's also some benefits too. I do think there's some benefits to the streaming services,
Oh
because
yeah.
they also allow visibility in a way, in a capacity that we weren't able to do before.
The reach. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reach worldwide. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I mean, even if like you can drop something on the streaming services and then do a physical where there's like remember how like they would have you buy the cassette, but there'd be a bonus track on the CD.
Mhm,
So it would
mhm.
make people buy the cassette and the CD. Like
Of
you could
course.
maybe do something like that where you drop a physical where some unreleased tracks or something like that.
Exactly. There's so much unique ways of approaching it, and also with the streaming services, I gotta say, 20 cents on a dollar is definitely pennies. It's literally pennies, right? But
Hmm.
it's in perpetuity, bro. It's forever. So like that 20 cents every single time it's clicked is 20 cents.
Right.
We gotta realize that, like,
In
like
perspective. Yeah.
we gotta see it from a different angle, because you
Mhm.
know if the industry is rigged, but the cheat code, and the way the game is played, and you just throw in the towel and don't play, like then you did throw in the towel and didn't play.
Mm.
So like you either find a way to compete, or you find a
Mhm.
way to get in where you fit in, and utilize the system for its benefits, and you can still compete.
Right.
I'm choosing to get in where I fit in and compete. Like nothing's stopping me from doing a lot of DIY, and figuring out ways of getting direct to consumer, and then also at the same time, using the streaming platforms for what they're here for.
My wife, she made the same kind of point you made. Like, you know how the system is,
Yeah.
get in it and, find your way to manipulate it
Yep.
to your benefit. Because you already know that they're 10 steps ahead of us.
Mhm.
So if you're playing it, you might as well play it to your advantage.
The spook who sat by the door, fam.
Yeah.
Yo, we sat by the door. We sat by the door and washed. We learned the system, and then it's like, yo, this is how we navigate the terrain now. We
Yeah.
know that. We know that. We know the information. You can't. You can change the system, but you got to change it for everybody, or you have to
Right.
secretly figure out a way to, like, make it look like the face of something, and all the while you're showing a sleight of hand. You know,
Mhm.
the hidden hand is gonna definitely be the hidden hand. But when you show me the information right before my face and I don't take advantage, that's on me.
That's on me. Yep. You're exactly right. Yeah, and people, yeah, will make excuses all the time and just keep doing it instead of being
That's
like,
a
"Hey,
cop out. That's a cop out.
cop out." Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Of course, like, we definitely have gotten given a bad hand. We
Mhm.
continue to get a bad hand. It's
Mhm.
always going to be the case. The system's rigged, you know.
Mhm.
But we know that from inception. We know that from origin. We know that from the beginning times. That, like, that's the storyline. And
Right.
so, not that it's tired, but, like, yo, you can't keep running around in a circle telling the same tale and same story and chasing your tail. We got to
Mhm.
figure out ways of navigating and taking the lead and taking a charge. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's what we
Right.
got to do with it.
And that's why, like me, we probably say this almost every week on a show. Me and Reboot, we connected so well because we both started our radio stations because we saw radio changing. They're not playing the music that they should be playing for the masses. So instead of complaining, oh, they play this all the time, play this all the time, let's start our own, carve our own path. Because
Exactly, and that's
we,
that's that's leading the charge. What you doing?
right.
A super salute to what y'all doing.
Thank you.
Because that means y'all coloring outside the lines, y'all outliers. Whereas everybody else, they find their way to, like, fit in with the system's construct. And
Hmm.
I pride myself on being like, I can participate where I feel the need to participate, and I can
Of course.
maneuver how I want to maneuver when I need to. That's how I
Right.
feel that's why I feel with labels.
Hmm.
Um, the way you have leverage and able to do things is, like, if I do everything, like I said, DIY, and then I come to a label later on and I'm like, look, I have this whole thing. I've already done the videos. I've done everything that needs to be done. Now I need, like, for, like, you got to give me this to make this happen. And, like, talking about getting, distribution, anything I need to do, I know I can either put these records out myself, or I can approach labels with it, and be like, yo, I don't really need you for the streaming stuff. Like, I already know how to navigate certain aspects.
Right.
Here's where we can, like, kind of do business together.
Now you're being like in that industry, seeing because you've seen it firsthand. The labels, independent and the label. Like, is there a big positive staying independent, or is there? I mean, because there's always positive, negative to anything. Um,
Really. I
how
think.
is it being independent compared to like the label? I know the label fronts the money, and then you have to recoup.
Mhm. Exactly how you saying, like, and
Mhm.
it depends on the level, obviously, of the label. I was never on a major label, so I've
Mhm.
always done, like, kind of like a deal where, you deal with an advance, and then the label recoups on the back
Right.
end, and then you have a split on the back end, and then there's a time period where you're basically leasing out, uh, for lack of a better word, essentially the record, and obviously you own the publishing, you own, the rights to your music, but
Hmm.
the label has a period of time where they can actually utilize the music, to earn money with you,
Okay.
and so, for me, like, a bit of that works because you have access to, again, record pools. You have access to college radio. You have access. I had that for a period of time. Um,
Hmm.
Charting on, like, Rap Attack, and doing certain things that was the old standard.
Right.
Some of it is still some of it is still, part of the standard, but
Mhm.
the game has maneuvered to a point where, you know you can paint by numbers. You know what I'm saying? You can see how things fit. If this works, then cool. Then I can change the color and scope of that if I need to. I
Okay.
can make one a two color instead on this in this instance, and it'll still work for me. And La Russell and Russ and individuals like that, are who are independently minded and driven, and younger, mind you,
Mhm.
who just are showing, if you're older and you're still following the same code, and you're not watching the younger cats like La Russell and Russ, do what they do, then you're losing out because you don't see how the game is being played even anymore. And so
Right.
what they're doing is a template, a new template, but it's a template. And it showed, and I've used some things that Russell has said that have been extremely beneficial to me on my social media, on many of the things that I do on a regular day-to-day basis. And I'm thankful to the younger generation for that.
That's dope. Yeah, I see that too. Like instead of being stuck on, oh, the young people don't know what they're doing, this and that. Like everyone can learn from somebody. You learn from the young learn from the
Oh,
older, like vice versa. As long as they both got a good head on their shoulders and
of
they're doing it
course. Like
right.
individual, like you can watch somebody they doing something right, and then you're gonna like because of your age, you're gonna like overstep them or attempt to continuously correct them, and it's like you're
Mhm.
not really paying attention to what's going on. This young kid, when they come in the room humbly and they act a certain way and they just got some game, listen to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was in a room with I was in on a panel with the brother D1 who
Oh,
you
salute to
know,
D1.
he's a super ill individual as far as an artist goes, and
Hmm.
his passion for the people and his passion for the culture, but
Yes.
also in just like he's a well-spoken individual. And when he got on the when he got on that panel and started talking, the room stopped. Bless me, Queen. The room stopped to like hear what the young king had to say because he
Right.
was saying something of substance and value. And so um, we just got to be mindful of that. We got
Hmm.
to be mindful that there are individuals that if we stop and we take a moment to listen, well, like they got some food for us.
Right. Yeah, I think a lot of people, like I said, they're here, but they want to wait for them to talk so they can talk instead of, like you said, just sit back and listen and soak it in. Actually,
But
you know.
you're not truly listening. You're really anticipating, and
Mhm.
that's not a reciprocal vibration. That's not a vibration that goes in a cipher. And that's
Right.
not really having like a cipher dialogue. That's like sitting there like where um you blocked out everything that the individual's saying, and you just want to like talk at people, and
Hmm.
not really like there's nothing to be learned in your mind from this individual. And that's sad, but that's how human nature kind of almost works.
And so
So
much of it on social media now, like they just want to get your point across after, like you said, after the person's talking. They didn't even hear what they said. They just waiting for them to finish so they can just go against that. And nothing is at the end of the 2 3 hour back and forth. Nothing was learned because
valuable
no
what
one
you're saying.
listened.
Valuable what you're saying. I think what it really also is that social media thing you're stating, like is just exposing the nature of human existence in general. Like I'm talking about from forever. Like
Mhm.
just human nature is built that way. And the more you disconnect from like everything that's around you, like I've been on a super spiritual journey, like personally, and in that spiritual journey, like I've been able to like be like the best way for me to get closer to knowing who I am is to disconnect, to close
Mhm.
out everything, and to collect more things that are that are in the natural of things. Because the
Right.
more natural and non-toxic things you get next to, from trees to plants to like animals and like uh the elements, water, fire, air, ether, earth, right? When you get closer to those, the closer you come to those things, get right with the universal code, like in
Mhm.
general. Like that's just naturally, bro.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Just comes natural. Yeah, that's jewels, man. Those jewels are jewels, man. Man, we appreciate this, man. We're on our 8th episode. We started this last year, and
bless.
you know, you know, we've been having like real dope combos, with artists, DJs, and you're another one, man, that came through and blessed, man. We appreciate it.
Super
Really do,
appreciate
man.
you having me, man. Like
Definitely.
anything I can do to support the platform, I will.
Oh, definitely,
Absolutely.
man. Yeah, like I said, I'll stay in
February
contact with you. I'll send you my math. When's your next I know you say your next project you're dropping on the 16th.
16th, the next project drops. It's called MAGA Fella Yoda, three
Rockefeller
EPs.
Yoda.
Yep. And
Oh,
so right after that, right in March, I'm dropping three EPs week after week after week. It's just gonna keep coming like that. April, May, June, it's like that. But MAGA Fella
oh,
Yoda is
dope.
the next one.
And is you gonna drop that on Bandcamp as well, or the streaming
It'll
service?
be on Bandcamp. It's the pre-order will be available on the 16th.
Okay.
So I mean, hold on, the 16th. Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
Pre-order comes tomorrow, just like same time that I drop the videos. So like I'm gonna drop the videos, and the pre-orders will be available as well.
Cool.
So you have a month to like mess with it, and then it's on to the next.
Nice. So I'll definitely drop that link in. We do I run a underground show called Underground Railroad. It's boom bap hip hop and breaks. Full Blast Radio and the Beard Brothers every Thursday. We play, your joints. We play, Dilla. We play, everything that's underground. Sean Price. Every Thursday. It runs all day on Twitch, like different DJs. We go from one DJ to the next. So we definitely get those new joints in rotation. For sure.
Super dope. And the way I sent the material to you, that's the best way to get you anything new, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all taking the time with me, and I'm absolutely I'm excited to like have this new material just consistently funnel through.
Yeah, that's dope, man. New year, let's get it. Let's get it, man. We definitely gonna chop it up too, man. You when you said you down in Georgia too, I said, oh man,
it's nothing. Yeah, I'm here.
Definitely, man. So, man, big salute, man. Everybody, please go to that link. Go get the EP that's out now. And Reks, once again, brother, appreciate you.
More than respect. Thank y'all very much for taking the time.
Definitely, man.
All right, brother.
Peace. Yeah, y'all, man. Another dope convo, man. Shout out to my brother Reboot Radio, J1. Oh yeah, there goes the link right there. It's in the chat right there. reksamir.bandcamp.com. The EP is called Rather Unique. Yeah, man, Reks been putting in the work. YouTube is The Real Reks. That's The Real Reks, REKS. Word. Shout out to my brother James Green in the building. Salute y'all. Robin B. Moore. Salute MNY in the building. Yes, definitely check them out. Word, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all supporting this show. We do this every Monday evening. I gotta find out who is on Twitch. Go raid on over there. Let me see. Okay, Wall G. Okay. Let me see. No doubt. Okay, we go over to the homie Wall G out of Chicago. Word. Yvette, thank you so much. Yeah, back to the game. Ms. D, I don't know what's going on with your Eagles, but I know they scored, so we'll see what happens. But just don't embarrass yourself like them boys did. Word up, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget, tomorrow your version don't sound like this. We blending it up. We remixing it up all day. Wednesday, we got Samsung DJ Tiger at noon. We're going to be playing some beats. Last week, I played a lot of beats that I did, and a lot of people was feeling that show. So we're going to do it again. We'll be doing it at noon, my brother Samsung. So let me play a joint as we get on out of here from my brother.
It weighs on my spirit, think I don't hear it. I hear it almost every day. Put that craftsman out the pasture. Who cares what they say? They say I'm old school, long in the tooth, over the hill. Middle age with dilapidated skills, easy to kill. Who are they? The naysayers. Now I get it, okay. The overlords of the industry feel like I never obey. Can't say that I do, analyze that. What does it mean? Wouldn't you rather be a leader? They considered as green? Y'all are climbing the corporate ladder, cause making your pockets fatter matters. I'm fixing a shattered hope of those who really never had it. I've been internally battling since I lost my innocence. In a sense, the biggest battlefield has no witnesses. Despite the fire inside, one of the greatest went on hiatus. Till I listen to the songs I made on Spotify's playlist. Beat the unparalleled cadence, delivery and flow. Came out of retirement to teach these youngins what they don't know. Music is missing soul, substance, and a desire to grow. Some would argue you that it is. For me, it's much too slow. So keep your mumble rap crap and stay trapped in your trap. You're spoiled rotten. That's for my generation. We still got it. We still got it. No doubt about that. We still got it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we still got it. No doubt about that. We still got it.
Each move on the board with the bishop is quite accurate. Slick talk, the butter, the Beretta is what I smack them with. Mic precision, sharp, dashi flow, I split your cabbage quick. Going up against me, clearly it's quite damaging. You ain't been practicing, you hovered over trying to catch a win. Trying to swat a fly in mid-air, how you trying to catch a win? Your fault, your loss, apparently you ain't factor in. Wisdom pastoring, white gold tea like Master Chin. My bars put rappers behind walls, no Rikers. Come through and flood your whole block with over 100 bikers. Pressure beyond measure just for pleasure before Nicoletta. Nobody spit it better. Whatever weather, you could put up your cheddar. Make it ugly like St. Nick's sweaters. Stack bills to break a mill in the field to make a real profit. The diagnostic, I'm the prophet with the key. Locksmith, stop it, you garbage. Find a father, pay homage. Release the bondage from your highness and receive the promise. Bam, son, we rapping rappers up collecting ransom. Honest, I do the knowledge, I came in with Chris Wallace. Remain solid, embarrassing, who you say is the hottest. Red dot, I'm bling blah. Clearly you can see
we still got it. No doubt about that. We still got it. We still got it. No doubt about that. We still got it. We still got it. No doubt about that. We still got it. We still got it. No doubt about that. We still got it. We still got it. No doubt about that. We still got it. No doubt about that. We still got it.